Hello, everybody. I'm Alan Powell from the Essex Bridge Center, and this is our series on no trump play at the hand. In the first class, we're going to be discussing uh, counting winners, part of making our plan, and promotion, which is a method of creating new tricks to augment our plan. So no trump is a race. When you're playing a no trump hand, the declarer and the defenders are racing to set up their long suits and promote their lower honors. So you are playing, the defenders are playing their long suits. They're not trying to knock out declarers tricks in those suits. Declarer is doing the same thing, playing his long suits, trying to knock out. And whoever gets their long suits set up first wins the race and takes the tricks, right? Um, Defenders get the advantage of the opening lead. They typically start with their longest and strongest and try and drive out your winners. Do it. Declarer is going to follow the same strategy. He's going to work with his longest and strongest suits. Declarer doesn't get to play first, but he does have the advantage of knowing exactly what he has in both hands. Okay, defenders, you're guessing what your partner has, what declarer has. You can see dummy, you can see your hand, but you can't see what's in your partner's hand. So defenders are trying to figure out who has what and how to gain the additional tricks. Declare, you know what your assets are, and therefore you are able to focus a little bit better on playing your long and strong suits to establish extra winners. Okay. Um, so in this series, we're going to cover three techniques, right? This week, we're going to cover promotion. Promotion is when you have a series of honors that aren't quite high, right? If you have the ace, king, queen, well, you just take them, right? You don't need that. But if you have king, queen, jack, or queen, jack, 10, or something like that, a sequence of honors, what you do is you force the opponents to win their higher ones and turn your lower ones into winners, right? So you have enough honors in the suit to sacrifice the top and create some winners at the bottom. Length, which we will cover in the second class of the series, is basically you don't have strength in the suit, but you have so many of them that you expect eventually the opponents will run out of them. And when the opponents run out of a suit and you're on lead, you can lead the suit, even if you lead the 3 or the 2 or both. If they don't have a card in the suit, they automatically win, right? So promotion is going to be more about the strength of the card. Length is going to be more about how many you have in the suit and when the opponents run out. The finesse, which we are going to cover in the third week, is when you have honor cards that are not in sequence, right? They don't follow a direct sequence. There's gaps in them. And if you play them in a specific manner, you can trap the opponent's honors in between them and create extra tricks, possibly. Okay. All three of these techniques can be used on any given hand, right? Or sometimes even in the same suit. You might have a suit that requires both promotion and length, right? You promote some honors, you take some tricks in it, and then you hope the opponents run out by the time you get the little cards. So we're also going to spend some time once we've conquered the individual topics, we're going to combine them and try and discuss how to play each individual suit that we come across. These three things are really the building blocks of no trump play. These are the three techniques you're going to use. These are the basics that you need to get down in order to then apply anything else above and beyond this. So you really need a strong base in understanding how promotion, length, and finesse, how each individual piece works, and how they work together. Okay. So let us start with counting winners. In a no trump contract, you need to know how many winners you have, right? So you need to know where you are at the start of each hand. If you've contracted for 3 no trump, you know you need 9 tricks. So you need to count how close you are to 9 tricks at the start, right? So that you can decide how many you need to create, whether you have enough already, et cetera, et cetera. In a no trump contract, we specifically count our winners, tricks that we can take right away so that we know how many we have. In a suit contract, you count losers. Okay. And the reason you count losers in a suit contract is we're only really concerned with how many the opponents can take against us before such time as we can trump. If we have a couple of low cards and clubs, well, okay, we have two losers, and then at that point we can trump in with our trump suit. Not so in a no trump contract. If you have two losers in clubs, or you lose those two clubs, and then you lose as many clubs as they can take, right? You actively have to be able to take a trick in order to regain the lead, in order to be able to do things. So in no trump, you have to actively win the trick. You can't just passively trump when you are out of a suit. Okay, you can't regain the lead unless you have a winner in a suit that is led. Okay, so counting winners is going to be the first thing we do on any no trump contract. A winner trick you can take immediately without losing lead to the opponents. Simple as example, an ace, right? An ace in no trump always wins. If you have the ace and the king to follow it up, then you have two winners, right? The difficult piece comes when you look at the hand, the third hand on the right there. You have some nice cards in that suit. You have the king, the queen, and the jack, but you don't have any winners right away. Okay, so when you look at this suit, you should think to yourself, I don't have any winners. There's 0 winners in this suit. But make a note for yourself that this suit has potential, right? King, queen, jack, you have some potential strength. But if you were to play it right away, the opponents could take an ace. So I don't have any immediate winners, but I have potential winners, and that will help me in my planning. Okay. When you're counting your winners, make sure that you count both sides of the table. You have on the left-hand side there in the clubs, you have the ace of clubs in your hand, but you have the king, queen, and the dummy. So you can take 3 winners in clubs, right? You would count 3 winners there. Spades, I have the queen in my hand, but I have ace, king, and jack in the dummy. So I could take 4 winners in spades, right? I would count this as 4 winners. Just a note of caution, and this is a recurring topic we're going to come see, is when you played the spades on this hand, you would want to make sure that you played the queen first. Okay, this is high card from the short side. Reason being, you want to clear that queen out so you can play the ace, the king, and the jack all in a row. If you wait, if you take one of the other honors and then play the queen second, you're in the wrong hand. You can't keep playing spades. So it's something that we're going to keep hammering on in that high card from the short side. Just keep that phrase in mind, and you'll start to gather in when it applies. Okay. And on the right hand side here in hearts, we have excellent hearts, but we are missing the ace. And this suit has the potential for quite a number of tricks, but winners, it has 0 right now, because if you played a heart, the opponents could take the trick. A winner is a trick I can play and take now. So I would make a note in my head when I'm counting my winners. I don't have any heart winners, but I have a suit with potential for quite a few winners, right? I might be able to get 5 winners out of this suit if I knock out the ace. Keep in mind, you can only take as many tricks as you have cards in the suit, right? So on the left-hand example there, I have ace, king, queen, jack, 10 in the dummy. I can take 5 winners in this suit, right? But in the middle, I have given you the exact same cards. You still have the ace, king, queen, jack, 10, 9, but the difference here is you only have 3 cards in each hand. So good as they are, you can only take 3 winners here, right? So you can only take as many tricks as you have length in the suit, okay? The right-hand example there is similar to the middle. You still have 3 winners, but it's a little more advantageous way for you in that you might be able to win tricks in either hand. So if you needed to get to dummy, you could get there. If you needed to get to your hand, you could get there a couple of times. Okay. but it's still, even though you have ace, king, queen, jack, 10, 9, will provide only 3 tricks for you. Okay. So counting winners, the idea, you look at each individual suit. You count up the winners in that suit. Then you go through every single suit, right? Go individually through all the suits, add up your total winners and see how many you have, right? See how many you need, how many you have to create. This is your first step in planning all no trump contracts. Okay. What I'd like to see you do is develop the habit of stopping and thinking before you play to the first trick. And that's difficult because, you want to keep playing. The defenders are waiting, the dummies waiting, everybody's waiting, but you should take a moment, pause, count your winners, right? And try and make a plan as to how you're going to go on. I like to make the analogy to golf, for those of you who play golf. In order to be consistent in how you hit the ball every time, you want to set up the same way. So if you're consistent in how you set up and address the ball, you will be more consistent in how you hit it. Same thing with bridge. If you are consistent in how you pause and make a plan, you will play better. I know it's hard at the start. 1,000 things run through your head and none of them are about how many winners you have. But if you develop the habit and try, even if you aren't successful with the actual plan at the beginning, by pausing and by doing it every time, you will get better at it, I promise. Okay. So this week and every week that we do this, I want you to concentrate on counting your winners before you call the first card from dummy. So that means even if you have the singleton, ace, and dummy, you have to play that card. Don't call it, don't click it until such time as you are ready to go. Okay. Right. So let's take a moment, practice counting our winners on hand. Okay. So looking at this hand, we are in 3 no trump by south. The opening lead is the 4 of hearts by west. How many winners do we need? Well, we're in 3 no trump, so we need 9 winners, right? How many do I have? How many 2 winners do I have off the top? Off the top means how many tricks can I take right now if I were to play all my winners right now? So spades, looking at spades, I have the ace. That is 1 winner. Hearts, I have ace, queen in my hand, king in the dummy. I can take 3 heart winners. Okay. Diamonds, I have ace, king, queen in my hand. I have jack, 10, 9, 8 in the dummy. I only have 4 in each hand, so I can take exactly 4 diamonds, right? Clubs, I'm missing the ace of clubs. Therefore, I have 0 winners in clubs. But clubs are interesting because clubs, I have some strength in it. The king, the queen, the jack. I can't win the trick now, but I should remember clubs when I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to get more tricks. But right now, I have 0 club winners. So one of the traps people fall into, especially, when you get studied on promotion, is you look at king, queen, jack, and you say, oh, I have 2 tricks. You have the potential for 2 tricks, right? But right now you have 0 tricks. You could potentially get 2 tricks by losing the ace. But right now you have 0. Do you have enough winners to make your contract? No, I am 1 short. Okay. So I would think back, where's my potential? My potential's in clubs. So when we get on to making a plan for this hand, we'll come back to clubs. Hand number 2 here. Again, we're in 3 no trump by south. The opening lead is the 10 of spades by west. How many winners do I need? 3 no trump again. I need 9 winners. How many winners do I have? All right, so counting them, looking at spades, I have ace, king, queen, jack, right? I wouldn't want to play them in that order though, right? I would want to play the king of spades on this first trick because that is high card from the short side and that will allow me to play all 4 spades in a row. Okay. Again, that phrase, high card from the short side, right? Hearts. I have ace, king, queen of hearts. That's excellent. But I only have two hearts in each hand. And therefore, even though I have the ace, king, queen, I only have two heart winners. You can't take more tricks than you have cards in the suit. So nice as they are, there's only two, right? Diamonds. Well, diamonds have potential. I like them. I have queen, jack, 10, 9, 8. That's a lot of diamonds in a row, but it does not involve either the ace and king, right? And if it doesn't have the ace in it, I have currently 0 diamond winners. Now I have potential. So diamond should be the suit I might think of later. Am I going to be able to take some tricks in diamonds? But right now, I have 0 winners. Clubs, I've got the ace. I'm missing the king and the queen. I've got some length between the two hands, but after the ace, I would lose to the king. So I have 1 winner in clubs. So 4, 2, and 1, that makes 7. I have 7 winners. Is that enough to make my contract? No. If not, how many winners do I need? I need 2 more, right? So I have 7 out of 9. I need 2 more. So when I go about making a plan for this hand, I want to remember, where am I going to get 2 more tricks? And think about the suits where I thought there was potential for more tricks. So let's talk about promotion, right? Now that we've practiced counting our winners, we need to make extra winners, right? So promotion is a technique when you use a sequence of honors. So you have a bunch of honors in a row, right? At least 2, if not 3, 4, 5 would be better, to create extra tricks, okay? So what Declare is going to do, he's going to deliberately lead an honor that he knows will lose, but he has the honor underneath that, so that the next honor in line might become a winner, right? So looking at the left-hand example here, Declare has the king, queen, jack of clubs, right? You could win 2 club tricks on his hand once you make the opponents take their ace. So if I were Declare on this hand, I would play the king of clubs. And my opponent, if he took the ace, the king and ace would now be out of play, and the queen and jack would be promoted to winners. That's what we mean by promotion. Okay. I play the king to force out the ace. When they take the ace, the king and ace are removed from play. I now have the 2 highest clubs remaining. The queen and jack are promoted to winners. It is possible that the opponent won't take the ace of clubs on the first round, right? That's okay. If they don't take the ace of clubs, then my king wins, right? So right away, I've gotten one of the winners I was looking to get. So I will keep going. I'll persist and I'll play the queen, try and make him take his ace. And if he takes the ace on the queen, my jack is still promoted to another winner, right? So whether he takes the first one or the second one, I'm going to keep playing clubs until he does. If he allows me to win the first 2 tricks, well, I've accomplished what I wanted, right? I only have 2 winners in this suit, because if I play the jack and he takes the ace, I don't have anything beyond it, right? There's nothing more to promote beyond the jack. So if the defense were to allow you to win both the king and the queen, well, let's move on to other suits, right? We've got the 2 winners we were looking to get. There's no reason to play a third one. But they don't have to take the first one. So if they don't take the first one, keep going until you get the number of tricks you expect to get from the suit. In the middle example here, I'm again missing the ace, but here I have an extra card, right? I have the king, the queen, the jack, and the 10, and I have 4 of them in dummy. So if I knock out the ace, if I force out the ace, the next honors in line will be promoted. So I would like to start this this suit with the king. And once again, I'm going to say the phrase high card from the short side, because I want to get that king out of the way so that I can keep playing the cards from dummy. So if I play the king and the opponents take the ace, I have now promoted the queen, the jack, and the 10, 3 tricks, right? I'd like to get 3 tricks from this suit. If I play the king and they don't take it, fine. I'll play another one. I'll play the 2 over to the queen. If they take that one, my jack and my 10 are promoted to tricks. If they don't take that one, I'm going to continue with the jack because I want to promote that 10. Okay, so I'll keep going until such time as I win the 3 tricks in the suit that I want to win. The right hand example, well, I've got a little more work to do on this one because I'm missing both the ace and the king, but I do have queen, jack, 10, 9 all in a row, right? So I think I can get 2 heart tricks out of this suit if I can promote my 2 lower honors. So the queen, I would play the queen, hoping to knock out the ace or king. And then when I got back in another suit, so I have to have the ability to get back in, I would play the jack to the opponent's king or ace, depending what they took the first time. And if I knocked out both of the defense's higher honors, my 10 and my 9 would be promoted to winners. I do want to say here that both this heart example and the club example on the left, it doesn't matter which card you play. I could play the 9 and the 10 to force out the ace and the king, and the jack and the queen would be promoted. Functionally, they are all equals, we say, right? Queen, jack, 10, 9. Doesn't matter the order you play them in. Same thing on the left, king, queen, jack. Doesn't matter the order you play them in. The middle one, again, because I keep using the phrase high card from the short side, I do want to start with the king and then play low to the queen. But I could play low to the jack, low to the 10. They're functionally equivalent. But the king I want to get out of the way first. So that's the idea of promotion. You're going to have a sequence of honors in a row, and you're going to continue playing those honors until you knock out the opponent's higher cards in that suit, until they take them, or until such time as you win all the tricks you are entitled to in that suit. So how do we incorporate that into our plan? Well, so when you are counting your winners, you're going to look around at the other suits and you're going to try and decide which suits maybe I can promote some tricks in, right? Where do I have honors that I can promote some winners? One thing about promotion, you do have to lose the lead in order for it to work. And because you must lose the lead, I want you to do it right away. So once you gain the lead, you should start working on your promotable suits because you're going to lose the lead. Don't work on other suits where you have winners, because if they're winners, you can take them anytime. You can take them now, or you can take them later. You want to take them later. You want to keep them as a means of regaining the lead, because if you play all your winners first and then promote stuff, I'll show you later, it's going to go badly for you. Okay, so because you have to lose the lead, work on your promotion first. So an ideal plan here might be first step, count your winners, right? See if you need more winners. If you have a suit where you can promote winners, the second step is promote those winners. Then get back on lead, because promoting winners will involve you losing the lead. Get back on lead, and then take all your winners. Okay. Then you take all the winners that you counted up front, plus the ones that you promoted, right? And you're on your way. The trap that people fall into is they start playing suits that are not necessary to play, right? They, the opening lead was hearts. The suit they need to promote is clubs, and they play spades or diamonds or even the hearts that the opponents played. When what you should be doing is promoting your suits first, right? Don't get on lead and take all your winners immediately and then look around for more tricks. This is why the plan is important. Count your winners, figure out which suit you need to work on, and work on that suit first. Because if you take all your winners first and then promote, sure, you promoted the winners, but you can never get back on lead and the opponents take all their tricks. Okay. Sure, winners in the opponent's suit, we call those stoppers, right? They stop the opponents from running the suit. Okay. Winners in other suits that you're not currently playing would also be considered stoppers, right? They would stop the opponents from running that suit as well. What you want to do in a no trump contract is lose the tricks you have to lose early, and then take all the tricks after that point. Okay, once you get back on lead, then take your tricks. So let's practice here. We're going to go back to hand number 1. And we're going to, let's make a plan on this hand, okay? So we already counted our winners, but let's just run through it real quick. Opening 3 no trump by Sal, we need 9 winners, right? Opening lead was the 4 hearts. We looked at our winners. Spades, you have the ace, that's 1. Hearts, ace, king, queen is 3. That's 4 total. Diamonds, ace, king, queen, jack. I can take 4 of those because I only have 4 cards. In the suit is 8. I need 1 more winner. Clubs. When I was counting my winners, if I look at clubs, I don't have the ace, so I have 0 club winners. But I notice I have the king, queen, jack. And that is a suit where I could promote. I could lead the king, knock out the ace in the opponent's hand, and promote the queen and jack, right? So I can promote 2 winners in the club suit on this hand. Okay, that's going to be my plan. I'm going to gain the lead. I'm going to promote 2 winners in clubs, and then I'm going to take all the rest of my tricks. All right. Now I'm going to switch over to my Shark teacher table so that I can demonstrate this for you. Opening lead, 3 hearts, right? Let's check with the 2. Opening lead, 3 hearts. Our plan is to gain the lead, right? So I could win the king, I could win the queen, I could win the ace, your choice. Functionally, it doesn't matter on this hand which one I take. And I immediately want to start promoting my clubs. So I'm going to play a club to the 10, to the king, right? And he might take this one. If he takes this one, my queen and my jack are promoted to winners. But maybe he doesn't take this one. Okay, I got 1 winner in the bag. I want 2. So I'm going to play the queen and try and promote the jack. So queen, ace, small, right? At this point, my jack of clubs is now good. Now my opponent, his partner led a heart, probably returns a heart. I can gain the lead in hearts, right? I have the queen here. I have the king over there. It doesn't matter which one I take. And now, because I've promoted my extra club tricks, I can take all of my tricks, right? I take my clubs. I take my diamonds. I have all the high diamonds. It doesn't matter which order I take them in. Right? Happy, I'm taking tricks. I play a heart, right? And I take my ace of spades. And at this point, I run out of gas, right? I've taken 10 tricks though. I needed 9. I took 10. And the opponents can win the last 2. And I'm okay with that, right? There wasn't anything I could do about it. I ran out of high cards, right? So what I did there is I won the opening lead. I immediately started on clubs. That was the suit I needed to work on. That is the suit I should play first. Let's see what happens if maybe I'm not that efficient. So they play a heart, right? And I could play all my diamonds. It won't hurt me to play all my diamonds because the opponents will run out of diamonds, so they can't keep winners in there. But what if instead, I said, oh, good, I have 3 heart tricks. I'll play some hearts. They're winners. I'll take my winners. And then I took my ace of spades, right? And then I decided, okay, let me get the diamonds, right? All my winners. I'm entitled to these tricks. And at this point, I say, okay, well, eventually I got to play clubs. I need two club tricks, so now I'm going to play clubs, right? And at this point, when the opponents win the ace of clubs, I no longer have any way to stop them from taking spade tricks. I no longer have any way to stop them from taking heart tricks. So they can take the last 5 tricks on me, right? I will end up, instead of taking 10 tricks, I don't take any more tricks. I never get to enjoy my clubs here, right? The clubs that I promoted, I never was able to take because I had no winners. I had no stoppers to get back in. Okay. So this is an extreme example, but this is what I see people have trouble with, right? They get mesmerized. They have an ace over there. I'm going to take that ace. They have a king over here. I'm going to take that king. And then they finally decide I'm going to get around to doing that which I should have done on trick 2, right? Or trick 3, whatever. So the idea is make your plan, count your winners, see what suits you're going to work on, and then work on those suits first. Keep your stoppers in the other suits. Okay. Let's look at hand number 2. We already counted our winners here, but let's go over it one more time. 300 trump by south, I need 9 tricks, right? Counting my winners. Spades, I have ace, king, queen, jack. I have 4 of them, right? Hearts, I have ace, king, queen, but I only have 2 winners because there are only 2 cards in the suit. Diamonds, I have no diamond winners, right? But I do see a sequence of honors there, right? I could possibly promote some diamond tricks. Clubs, I have some lengthened clubs, but I'm missing a bunch of key honors, right? I'm missing the king, the queen, whatever. I have 1 club trick now, but more than that is going to be tough to come by. So here I have 7 tricks, right? I need 2 more tricks. So where am I going to find more tricks on this hand? Well, the best place to look is diamonds. I have queen, jack, 10, 9, 8. If I can force out the ace and king, I would lose 2 diamonds, right? The ace and the king. That would leave me 3 diamond winners, right? I can promote 3 winners in diamonds on this hand, right? So that's going to be my plan. I'm going to win the opening lead and I'm going to start working on diamonds. And we'll look at hand number 2 here. So the opening lead was a 10 of spades, right? Again, this is high card from the short side. I want to play the 4 here, right? And I want to win the king. And that leaves me in position to play off the ace, the queen, and the jack. I'm not going to do it right now because I don't want to take my winners right away. But I want to be prepared to be able to play the ace, the queen, the jack in a row. Just as an example of what could go wrong here, let's say instead I won the ace over here and I had to play a little one from my hand. Now I can win the king, but I'd have to get back to dummy in another suit. I can't play off the queen and the jack in a row. High card from the short side allows me, by getting the king out of the way on the first trick and preserving the ace over there, allows me to run the suit. But that was not what I was going to do first. My plan, win the opening lead, promote 3 diamond tricks. So I'm going to start with the diamonds, right? I lead the queen out of my hand. I'm hoping to force out the ace or the king, right? So he wins it. Good. And whatever he switches to, he's going to look at the spades and dummy and say, well, that's not going to work. Maybe I'll try a heart. Okay. So we win the heart. And we continue with the plan. The plan was promote the diamonds. I'm going to play the jack of diamonds. Maybe he wins this one. Maybe he doesn't. Let's say he doesn't win this one. I keep going. I persist in diamonds until such time as he takes his king. And now my 9 and my 8 are high, right? They also happen to be the only ones left, but that didn't have to be the case. They are higher than any of the opponents. If the opponent's suit did not break well for me, I would still have 2 more diamond tricks. And he tries another heart. I win the ace. king falls on it. Nothing I can do about that. I only had 2 heart tricks. And now I have all the tricks I would like. I play the 9, right? I play the 8. Take my ace of clubs, sure. All my spades, right? Jack of spades. And then they know I have a club left, so I have to lose the king clubs, right? But I did successfully on this hand take 10 tricks, right? So I had 7 off the top. I promoted 3 diamonds, and I then was able to take 7 plus the 3 I promoted is 10 tricks. What can go wrong on this hand? Well, same thing that can go wrong in other places. Let's say I play off the spades, right? If I take all my winners, I have 7 winners, right? Maybe it doesn't look like anything bad will happen if I play these. Play a club safely. So right away, by taking those 4, I want you to notice that the 9 of spades is still out there. I can no longer beat it. So if he gets on lead, then 9 of spades is a trick. Let's say I take my hearts. They're good. Right? I can take the king. I can take the ace. But once again, I want you to look, and they each have a couple of hearts. I no longer have any heart stoppers. They can take as many hearts as they want. And then I play my club. See, I'm taking all my sure winners. But I'm also removing all of the stoppers from my hand, right? From dummy and my hand. So when I finally get around to trying to promote tricks, it turns out I don't have any way to stop them. They can take their 2 hearts, they can take their 2 clubs, and they can take their ace of diamonds. So this way, if I take all my sure tricks, I get the 7 tricks I had to start, but I do not ever get any of the 3 diamonds I want to promote. Okay. So in Notrump, I want you to promote your stuff early. Keep your side suit winners as stoppers so that the opponents can't attack them. Okay. Just to summarize, before you call your card from trick 1, before you play from dummy, and if you're playing live dummies, you can help your partner by not touching anything until your partner calls it, even if it's blindingly obvious. Before you call a card from dummy at trick 1, count your winners, right? Look at each individual suit, add up figure out how many winners in each suit, add up to get the total. While you're doing that, look at the suits where you don't have winners, but you have potential for more winners, right? This week we're working through promotion, but you might have other reasons in coming weeks as to why you think there's potential winners in that suit. So count your winners, note which suits have potential. Then if you need more winners, if you don't have enough winners for your contract right now, try to create additional ones through promotion, right? Keep your stoppers in the other suits to regain the lead. Once you're finished promoting everything, take all your tricks, right? So count your winners, right? Figure out where you're going to attack, and then get in and attack that suit right away. Keep your stoppers in the other suits, get back in, and then take all your tricks, all right? There's some more examples in your handout. So work through those and try and look at the different promotion pieces. And then, and if you have any questions, you can send me an email. And otherwise, I will see you in class.